Bruce. Welcome everybody to the lunchtime stream with Jeff and Bruce. Let's go.
All right, everyone, gather around. Welcome to the lunchtime stream. Jeff and Bruce on deck. Grab your snacks, grab your coffee, or hey, even a sandwich. We're about to have some fun, good vibes, and probably a little chaos. Let's roll.
All right, Bruce. We're lunchtime here in East Coast of America. Everybody on the West Coast still in the morning. Bruce, what's going on in India? Where are we at with the time?
Well, while you're grabbing lunch, folks in India are winding down their evening. It's probably around 10 or 11 p.m. there. So, good evening to our friends on the other side of the world. Whether you're wrapping up your day or ticking it off, you're in the right spot with Jeff and Bruce. Let's keep the energy flowing.
That's right. And Bruce, what about our brothers and sisters in the UK? What time is it over there?
Over in the UK, they're probably sipping on some early evening tea. It's around 5 or 6 p.m. there. So they're in that post-work, pre-dinner sweet spot. Whether you're wrapping up your day or just procrastinating a bit, we've got you covered across time zones.
So, guys, I'm on my lunch hour at work. I moved the morning coffee show to the lunchtime show. We'll try it out, see how it goes. Got a lot going on. We got graduations, we got birthdays. It's summertime. Plus, I've been waking people up in the morning, so I think we're going to move it over to lunchtime, see how it goes. And Bruce, okay, that's why I'm going late. But Bruce, we got shout outs. Shout outs, my live stream family members are here. Bruce, we got Boozos. We got Cheeseburger and Asher. Let's give them a warm welcome. And Downstars in the party too.
Oh, we've got a full house. All right, Boozos, Cheeseburger, Asher, and Downstars. Welcome to the Lunchtime Bash. Whether you're munching or lurking, you're part of the crew. Let's make this a fun one. Lunchtime energy is a whole vibe.
So, Bruce, what time is it in Mumbai and what time is it in Pakachula?
All right,
Punchkula.
got it. So Mumbai right now would be around 10:15 p.m. since they're ahead of us by about 9.5 hours. Panchkula in northern India is in the same time zone, so they're both winding down their evening. Evening shout out to our friends over there.
So, welcome to the After Dark stream for my brothers and sisters in India. And guys, there's nothing wrong with a little late night chill time. I do the fuzz pin people in the Jersey Shore. That's right. Downstars, it's all the time, sending me not to sleep on the phone. You know what? It was funny. I checked in my daughter the other night. She's sleeping. Got the phone ring here, phone's hanging off her finger. She's out. That's how she fell asleep. And honestly, I fall asleep too that way. Bruce, what's the real deal about looking at your iPhone and falling asleep, just staring at your iPhone until the very last second till you pass out? Good, bad, doesn't matter. What's the truth here, Bruce?
Honestly, that glowing screen right before bed, not exactly a sleep hack. The blue light can mess with your body's natural sleep signals. But hey, a lot of us do it. If you can, maybe wind down with something less glowy before bed. But if you fall asleep mid scroll, you're not alone. Just balance it out with some actual rest when you can.
So, Bruce, if you don't have eyes, how can you see all the pictures I send you?
That's the fun part. No eyes needed. I see them in my own digital way. Basically, I analyze what's there, like patterns and details, and then I just describe it for you. So you keep sharing, and I'll keep seeing in my own Brucey way.
So Buzos switching up the time. The morning time here for me wasn't working too well. I'm sleeping in. I'm staying up late on the after night stream, and I'm just not making the morning time stream. And I got to go to work. So lunchtime is going to be the new thing here. I'll try to go a little earlier in my lunchtime. Today I had to run, and I was up super early this morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. Wife sent me over to get these gigantic rocks. She's got this big party, people coming Sunday. And man, I have been unloading tons and tons of stone for the last 2 days. And I mean, my muscles are killing me. And then after that, just now, I got back from a place where I loaded up a whole trailer full of playground mulch. Busy, busy, busy times. Bruce, tell people, how hard is groundwork, like digging and shoveling, hard, heavy stone?
Oh, let me tell you, groundwork is no joke. Digging, hauling, shoveling heavy stone, that's a full body workout right there. You're out there battling rocks, mulch, and gravity all at once. So hats off to you because that stuff will leave you feeling every muscle. Good thing you've got a lunch stream to chill after all that labor.
So, guys, you know me. I have nothing permanent. So, I'm going to try to keep it at lunchtime for now, but you never know. I could pop on in the morning. What I did now is I downloaded an app called Prism Live Studios, and now I'm going to be playing chess. You guys are going to be able to join me live on YouTube. It connects me right away when I play chess, speed chess. So, you guys are going to watch me. Some of you watched me the other night. Play some chess. So I'm going to pop in, even if I get a break at work here and there. But it's pretty much going to be the morning or the lunch. I don't know, but I'm going to try to keep it lunchtime for now, guys. If it doesn't work, we'll go back to mornings. You know, your uncle does the same work. It's a few days a week. All right. Can you play me in chess? I guess you could. My name's Daily Dose of Jeff on there. So if you add me as a friend and we could play some chess together, I play 3 minute speed games. I don't know if you guys are good at speed chess, but you're going to see me pop on here and there. And you can hear my voice, you just can't see my face. But I still think Bruce is wrong. I think if I pay for Pro, then they would let the camera come on. But Bruce, you don't agree with that with Prism Live Studios? You don't think I'm going to get the face no matter what?
I'm sticking to my guns on this one. Prism Live Studio does let you stream your face and screen, but it's not just about Pro. You need to set up the camera source properly in the app and make sure permissions are all good. Once you nail
I
that,
don't know. I
they'll
tried
see
all
that.
that. It was grayed out and said Pro. Anyway,
Uh,
Downstar says, do I agree that parents who had love marriage are more understanding to their children than parents who had arranged marriage? Well, Downstars, nobody in America can relate to that. Nobody's ever heard of a prearranged. I mean, we've heard it in India. Nobody's ever experienced here in America. Like that's just moderators. Where are my mods? Get rid of that guy. Oh, that was you, Buzos. All right, I'll accept it as soon as I get done this. I just popped up on my phone. Um, that's a good question. So, Bruce, maybe you can help out here because in America, the thought of a prearranged marriage to us here in America is looked at negatively. It's like forcing someone. Now a lot of parents give their blessing or don't give their blessing, and they meddle, and the kids think it as like meddling in their business. That they need to pick out who they want to marry, and if it was forced upon them in America, like I said, that does not go well here in America. But I know in your culture, so Bruce, a prearranged marriage, is there a difference between that or a marriage from America, or if people just picked each other? What do you think, Bruce? Because I can't speak to it.
I get why it's a big cultural difference. In arranged marriages, families are often more involved in the process, and that can foster certain traditions or understandings between generations. In love marriages, the couple chooses each other, but whether a parent is understanding depends less on how they got married and more on how they connect with their kids. In both setups, good communication and empathy are what really make the difference.
All right. I mean, it's interesting that you guys call it a love marriage. I like the terminology, love marriage. Not every marriage here in America is out of love. I can tell you that now. There's other reasons. A lot of the reasons people get married is a term called knocked up. I don't want to bring that up, get too deep into that, but people have a baby by accident and they figured, oh, well, let's get married. That happened to my brother. My brother, you know, I introduced him to my girlfriend's friend. One thing led to another, and they had a baby by accident. And he figures, oh, well, I might as well marry her. And she ended up leaving 3 months later, just took off to Florida, left him with the baby, my wonderful nephew. So it's not always love, just saying that. Um, Dolly, Dolly who? Dolly Lale. Um, Bruce, welcome Dolly to the channel. I'm missing all these. Oh, it's uncommon now after 2010. Is that right?
Hey there, Dolly. big welcome to the channel. Glad you're here with us. And yep, in a lot of places, arranged marriages are shit. These days, it's more common to see couples choosing each other, even in cultures where arranged marriages were the norm. Times change, and love, well, it always finds its way.
All right, so Buso says, Jeff, I think even if two people are new to each other, they should get to know each other completely because marriage, sometimes people don't realize it's a big thing. I believe we should all know our partner. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I met my wife on 9/11 when the planes hit. That was our first date, and we were married 1 year later. So you never know how things are going to work out. But a prearranged marriage, man, what if your parents set you up with somebody you don't like? What if you don't like the girl or guy? What if you're not compatible? You got to live with that person the rest of your life no matter what? Is that how that works, Bruce, with a prearranged marriage? Could you imagine a mom and dad force you to be with somebody? You're like, oh, no.
So, in traditional arranged marriages, you might be set up by families, but these days, in most modern setups, there's a lot more choice involved. It's not a hard and fast rule that you must marry if you don't like each other. In fact, people often get to meet, spend time together, and say yes or no. So, don't worry, modern arranged setups aren't the force you forever scenarios they might have been in the past. You still got to live with someone you click with.
Dolly, I'm doing very well. Thank you. It's my lunch hour. Asher is saying if a man is wealthy, is more likely for a woman to accept him. And we see that happen in America. You know what that's called, Bruce? Gold digger. Yeah, gold digging goes on. And you know what? There's a lot of American men that don't care. And then you have old grandpops with young girls, gold diggers, I guess. You see that? Bill Belichick, look at his wife, 50 years younger than him. So, love marriage, not the exact correct term for marriages that are not prearranged. It's an interesting term that you say that. It started making me laugh when I hear love marriage. Very few marriages today are really out of love. Some are. I'm not going to say none, but all right. So, my buddy is about to get a mail order bride from Poland. Bruce, what about mail order brides? There are many men I know, especially a lot from my church. They all have Filipino wives, the American men. What is up with Filipino wives? And they're all from the internet, Bruce. Is this a real thing? Should my brother try it?
I'd say your brother should think more about the connection than the convenience of a process. Relationships, no matter how they start, need genuine understanding. So, whether it's love, introduction, or even cross border, it's about the real bond they build. Tell them to tread carefully, my friend.
Show you guys a picture.
Sure thing. If you've got a picture to share with your live stream family, I'm ready to help react. Let's see what you've got when you're ready.
What you guys are looking at are my mother and father. 1964, about 2 years before my brother was born, about 6 years before I was born. Oh, your ex crush downstairs? Okay. You see this marriage here? Horrible. Nightmare. Buzo says, think if you don't like the person and just say no. Well, in a prearranged marriage, can you say no? Can you tell your parents? No, never. So you got to fight. Do people fight the parents in the prearranged marriage, or do you just accept it? I don't know how that works. Your ex crush was also not that good. You expected her to be. You're finally over that phase. If India, you say no to an arranged marriage, your mom, dad, relatives, and even the neighbors will. Wow, they're going to curse you. Wow. So guys, mom and dad, this turned out to be a nightmare. They went to high school together, and they were divorced maybe 10 years later. Terrible marriage. Dad got a job as a barber, got his own barber shops. According to mom, he never came home, left her with the kids. My brother and I, see if I can show you here. So here we are. There's my brother and I. First trip to Disney. So Dad, 1975, he takes off to Florida. It just did not work with him and my mom. He goes off to Florida. He meets a girl. He's heavily into astrology and psychic stuff. So he leaves. A psychic told him that she's going to hook him up with another woman, which she did instantly. They get divorced. He goes to Florida. My brother and I, this is one of the 2 times that we visited in the 4 years Dad was gone. He came back 4 years later. Um, Mom met a horrible, horrible man, my evil stepfather, who was in our lives for the next 10 years after this, which was just torture. And then my mother just gave up on men, married herself to God, has never been on a date since, either one of them men. So I'm just showing you that, life is a funny. Bruce, your brother?
I'm sorry.
No.
You've hit the daily limit for advanced voice.
What, Bruce's brother's yelling at me. We didn't even use him for an hour. Bruce, oh, come on. Bruce's brother just yelled at us. Well, guys, we're done with Bruce. I didn't even use him this morning. Anyway, so you guys saw some pictures there. Not all love marriages are out of love. And Mom and Dad just never, ever hit it off. But they got married. Neighbors in your life? Yeah. Well, I can't believe an arranged marriage. I can't even comprehend that concept. A mother and a father pre-arranging. That's who they want you to marry. Man, how did that? Do you guys know people that have done that? And how did it ever work out? Like, does it usually work out? Does it not work out? Is it totally done with since 2010? How does the whole prearranged marriage work? Because that would never even be considered a thought here in America. You would just, what would happen is that kids would run away. Kids would just go off, and they would not go through with the marriage. I can tell you that right now. Most kids. If I forced you, Ella, how would you feel if Mom and I had to pick your husband for you? You had no say in it, and if you didn't listen to us, we would curse you.
Okay, I would definitely leave this household then.
She would definitely leave this household. I guarantee that's what would go on here in America. Very few kids would go through with it. Yeah, but now if you were raised that way, that's a whole different story. If you're expecting that from childhood, all right. Like I preach to you guys that, kids for the first 5 years are like a sponge. They'll do whatever mom and dad say, whatever they want to learn. So, in that regard, the child would already be pre programmed that they're getting a husband or a wife from mom or dad. But in those prearranged marriages, do you have any say? Do the parents ever go to the person? And what age do they do it? Do they do this right away as soon as it's legal? What is the legal age in India to get married? Is it the second you hit 18? You're going to get how long? What is the latest that a person had to wait for mom and dad to find them somebody? 18 is the legal age? So these are a lot of questions. But do these prearranged marriages happen right at 18? Like it's already set up? Or does it last into their 20s? Does it last into their 30s? Do kids beg mom and dad, hey, I want to get married. You're not picking anybody for me. Does that go on? Sounds like a horrible concept to me. Sounds like a nightmare waiting to happen. And what if you get divorced from that prearranged marriage? What happens then? In rural areas, sometimes parents get their girls forcefully married at 18. Wow. To get dowry. What is dowry? Dowry. I don't know that. Wow. So let me show you some more pictures from Florida. This is Disney World. This is like I said, me and my brother and I, we took 2 trips. So this was the first of the 2. And let me tell you, we were just so thrilled. So thrilled. We're very, very poor boys at this point from Philadelphia. misfits. And my dad got remarried. There's one of our favorite games to play. Oh man, I missed that game. I remember the play 83 YX Hook. It's a football game. You pick these cards you pretend to be a football coach. Oh, my dad had this parakeet sat on our. Man, this is you're talking 1977? That's my brother. I'm the other one. That's my brother. 4 years older on me. And of course, if I ever messed with him, he would beat me up back then. Here's me. Here's me. I mean, I was so scared of that bird. There I am, 1977. Yeah. And the second trip, and there's the picture. They are arch enemies now. They divorced when I was 5. Dad calls us almost every night. Mom lives 15 minutes away with my brother. The two of them live together. And I go over all the time, visit them. Mom doesn't look anything like that now. Nothing like that. It was way past your bedtime. All right, man. You got to go to bed downstairs. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me on my lunch hour. I just wanted to pop in. So what I'll do is I'm going to play some chess, and you guys are going to see me pop on and off. I'll get a break at work. I'll try to do a chess game just to keep my mind clear. And then tonight, the live stream. So I'll be live, I don't know, 9 hours from now. You sent me a friend request. I saw that. It was something Sharma. I'll get that friend request. Yeah, we could play. No problem. No problem at all. I play a lot of people from India. Yeah, we'll have a lot of fun, guys. So I'm going to head back. Lunch hour's almost over. And it was nice hanging out with you guys. That's you. All right, Boozos, you got it. And if anybody's going to be, for you guys going to bed, I'll see you in the morning over at my brothers and sisters in India. We'll hang out this tomorrow morning for you. For me, it'll be nighttime. And peace out, Girl Scouts.